I got my headphones on. So, let me fix that. Let me fix that because then I just put my blue back on in a minute. Let's talk about it. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Boom. All right, let's talk about it. Now, I definitely hope you guys can hear me. When you come into the chat, just comment heard. Let's talk about it. Damn, I thought it was bamboo. I've been bamboozled. So, I went to go hop on the bike because I was going to ride. You know, I was going to ride the bike up to the, next hustle location. Now the wind is like handle your business and gone back to the house type of shit. Like if I sell a CD on my way up here, then I sell one because that's just how it's meant to be. It's what it was meant to be. If I don't, then I don't. You can't win, you can't lose, you can't do nothing but try. Either way, you feel me? Remember when they used to be like a win is a win. W. It is. Whether you win by 1 point or a half a point, you still won. Whether you win by a second or half a second, a win is a win. I don't know about that loss because sometimes, the lesson that you paying attention to everything that was every time we hit a milestone, we lost somebody. And, like, you know, hope you got an extra man because you got to give a player. You watched, everybody watched the Super Bowl. They seen Yeezy. I mean, now everybody watched the Super Bowl. They seen Kanye West out there, and he played the Player One song or the Extra Man song, where you had Samuel L. Jackson, and he's like, the duck one life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Cause in my head, I was like, okay, that's like the Nipsey Hussle thing. Okay, we cover ground, the duck one life. That's like we go all the way back to Martin Luther King. We made some ground. A few, other people were starting to work on, dismissing racism and looking at the other hand, and they're like, yo, the duck one life. Like, it's like over time we just play this game where every time we make 10 steps forward, we gotta deduct a life in a certain way. It's like, so not saying that this all of this was going on, because you gotta look at it like you got the situation with young Trey in Mississippi and the other guy down there in Mississippi. I got to get his name. You're gonna do research and realize it anyway. But notice all of this happened around like the same day or in a 2 day period with no like real grace period in between. It means like, to me, I'm like, I'm listening to Nostradamus in my head. Like the Nostradamus album. For those of you that heard it, it opens with a prophecy, and the prophecy is like, damn, it's like dead on part of what's going on today. And then like people, everybody that wants to get biblical, I read the four main texts of the Bible from Genesis to, I think, what is it, Numbers, where when it talks about what's going on with Jacob and the covenants being fulfilled. But mind you, most of that book, like I said in previous my lives, I use it to learn lessons of spirituality and how to connect with people. No lie. No lie. Just let's talk about it for a sec. Because the title of this is Let's Talk About It. You remember I started off doing like blanks and different things where people would judge me like he's a heathen. And I'd be like, okay, call me what you want. You need to work on yourself first. But anyway, you know, I didn't call you a heathen when you was picking up your nose. You was just up there. You was shout out to YouTube for now allowing us to view and upload videos in 8K. Now I feel like when I shoot a video in ultra high quality, I could just upload it directly to YouTube. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But back to the subject at hand. Let's talk about it. How do you really feel about this, America? The Panthers beat, the Falcons, prompting me to see an eagle, a snake in the grass, throw kitten calendars at you until it starts to hurt your face. And you start to see what's actually inside the kitten calendars. A whole bunch of the world's cutest kittens. Meow, mother. I'm just rocking with y'all. But this car is sexy. But I ain't gonna show it on my live. I'm just gonna salute the man. I'm gonna show it on my live. This car is old school madness. Just a little bit. Look, listen. I want you to keep your life together once you get it together. I want to keep my life together once I get it together. You're not the only one I want good things for. Like, I want you to go to my website and shop, rock with your boy. You know, it just means less standing on the corner trying to promote myself if I just promote myself here, you know, here and now. And sooner or later, someone's going to reach out. One of you guys are going to reach out and be like, hey, let's get him on Vlad. See what he tells. Nothing. A whole bunch of tales from the crypt that these white folks tried to put a cover over and cover up. And I just was like, I can't let you live it down. I gotta make you face it every day. Cause look, listen, I look at it like this. You don't want to be known as a slave master, and I technically don't want to be known as a slave. Common ground. I'm just saying this is not something that I want on my, genetic application of future presence, future text. Like, king, builder, artist, songwriter, yada, yada, yada. Oh, look, he was a slave in a past life. He's a whole slave. He comes from a race of slaves. So at least we know he'll work. If he doesn't, we just scare him with a few lashes. Hey, my comedy level is American. It's so American, it makes me sick in my stomach. I'm just rocking with y'all though, man. The vibe. It's like I want to sing and say, hey, I come to set you free, make you feel a little better. Hola, family. Habariam Jumbo. Mon ami. So I don't want to walk that way because the dog, look, he's already gone. They couldn't wait. He's in the crank up. All right, y'all, moment to moment. I'm going to be quiet for a sec. I'm about to post up my my little selfie stick gimbal slash thing and shoot a video in a sec. I just don't know what song I want to shoot a video for. So, I'm going to figure that out, though. Something got stuck in my shoe. It's like, yo, the camera's so crispy, it's making people want to see what I got going on. That just is what it is. I really ain't got shit going on. Just living life. The title of this was my evening walk, to be real with you. So when it changes from let's talk about it to my evening walk, you'll understand why. But now I'm about to get into the nitty gritty. Oh, Jam Boo Boo. Oh, Jam Boo Boo. Oh, Jam Boo Boo. I don't know if I'm irritating them or making them happy. I have no idea. I feel like they just want to play. I look like that guy. It's like, oh, he just wants to play. Nah, he's on my ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's traumatizing. So I'd be like, I don't understand how some people get dogs. Seeing is they used to utilize dogs to chase us through the woods and different shit like that. I'd be traumatized, but it is what it is. You got to look behind the trauma. I should be one of them people you come across when you watch and be like, oh my God, he really is traumatized. This man just said some crazy shit. He feels like they used to utilize the dogs to chase black people and hunt them down and bring them back to the plantation. And that's why he don't want a dog, because he can't look at the dog without saying, yo, you bastard. I'm just messing with y'all, man. I don't really be caring. It's just in the energy, it be in the air. And plus, the broker I get, the more I understand I'm broke. And I have broke people thoughts sometimes. Broke people thoughts cause you to dwell on the past until you come up with an idea that helps you to make some money, because that's what your mind is trying to do. Like, you got to understand, you get hungry. And it's not necessarily that you're hungry. You might not be hungry for food. You might be hungry for substance, like doing something fun, freeing your mind. Your stress might be actually going to go have fun. And to do that, to go bowling, you got to pay like what, $5 to $7 or whatever, or $8. You got to get the bowling shoes. It's up and down with different places. You might want to go putt. to free your mind and have some fun. Hell, you might want to take a walk. And sometimes they charge you to take a walk in certain areas. You might have a favorite area where you gotta go pay $2, $3 admission to get in and walk around the gym and stuff like that. You know, it's a monthly type of thing, but when you add it up, you know, to me, they be cheating us. It's like, look, listen, this is how Google got me. I'm gonna tell you exactly how Google got me. Google got me like this. Google hit stick me because they knew I had over 100 or 200 gigabytes of storage already used, right? So they're like, yo, update, or you can't send emails. Now look, my email is basically light note. It's like not even 59 megabytes worth of email. Not even 59. It's nothing in my email. That's all I'm saying. Like, my email is not full enough for you to just stop my emails. But I go on there and I'm like, damn, I can't receive emails. Like, shit. All the storage is taken up by videos and photos, and they're all in the Google Drive and, you know, Google Photos. So I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, why would you? Who does that? So, you know, and then like when I go to like upgrade storage, you know, you scroll, you got of course you got the $199 option, you got a $299 option, each one yielding, you know, different amounts of, you know, gigs or gigabytes of storage. You feel me? Let's talk about it. Google, what's up? This is for the cloud too, because cloud will do you the same way. Cloud will have you wondering about your damn life. Like, are y'all really trying to do me like this? Like, you telling me you gonna delete all my storage, all my stuff, if I don't pay $9.99? And then you scroll down and they'll even offer you 1 month free. Now, 1 month free means they might charge you for this month. They might not charge you for this month. It depends on how long you let them burn. How long you let it burn and you debate and be like, you know what, I'm gonna delete all of my photos and all of my videos. Bro, by the time you're gonna get ready to cry. Like, I was about ready to cry. And I scrolled down. As I scrolled down, I seen the renew your plan, get Google One comes with Prime all over again. And I'm like, huh. And they're like, first month free, next month $19. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm not deleting my storage. Not to mention, I couldn't receive any emails. So I'm like, if you got like a job waiting to reach out to you, this is how bad it is. But they just want your money. Bro, you can go get you, like, it's so bad. They took the ability to add flash drives to your phone. I mean, to add SD cards to your phone. They literally took the ability. Like, you get a Samsung Galaxy, which is one of the best phones in the world. Samsung has always been like there to deliver in your life. Samsung provides amazing service on when it comes to your phone. The phone you buy is the phone you get. Good camera, good speaking quality, good storage. Only thing is, Samsung used to allow you the option to upgrade your storage via SD card. Now, you ain't got no choice but to pay for the dang Google. And then it's like this. It's like this. You might have you might have a storage. Like, you might have iCloud storage. And if you can't, you know, you're going to have to pay the $9.99 plus the other $9.99. I mean, I'm feeling like that's super hurting people's pockets. Before you know it, you paying $30 a month for some storage just to keep videos and photos. You know what I'm saying? When you really could be like, all right, it takes extra time or extra work for you to be like, all right, I'm gonna have to download it to these flash drives. So now I'm about to have to go buy a dongle or a USB cable that hooks up to my phone, whichever phone I have. That's $34 to $100, depending on what type of, you know, dongle you go get, or one that's accessible, one that's accessible to you in your area. I'm saying it takes a little bit of time. So now you got to do extra stuff just to hold on to your memories. I'm like, yo, y'all are charging us for our memories, Like, I get it, but I would much rather pay $10 once for like 120 gigs on an SD card, on a flash drive. That way I can up my storage with the flash drive. Samsung, bring back external storage. Stop that. You was winning with external storage alone. Because Apple users, they was hurting when your phone slow down and you can't add storage until you can goddamn pay your bill. Because, you know, I got friends that's like, yeah, I don't got no storage and my phone don't download apps. I gotta pay the bill. Now, everybody that do Samsung, this is what leads me to feel like all major cell phone companies are owned by the same person. Like I'm convinced that all major cell phone conglomerates are owned by the same family, if not the same person. Because this mugs is evil. That's an evil guy. The person with that's over the cloud space is evil. Like, bruh, if you paying a phone bill and you don't bought a phone, but you shouldn't have to extend the storage on it. You telling me I gotta pay extra every month. This is the one thing I'm passionate about. Cause I know at the beginning of next month they're gonna be like $19. And I'm gonna be like, damn, shit, that's another bill. And it's God forbid if I got other stuff coming in, because you know we got like kids and different things we want to do. I got my child birthday coming up. I kind of want to do some amazing things for her. So at least do what I'm allowed to do by God and budget wise. Saying because we know I'm a broke ass nigga, so we know I ain't gonna do shit but go even broker. Feeding my, doing something amazing for my child. Whatever I can do for, we just go broke. I'm used to it. My folks used to tell me they went broke on my Christmas, so I ain't better than my folks. I'm definitely not better than grandma. If she can do it, I can do it. Grandma, you go broke on my birthday. I will go broke on my daughter's birthday. It is what it is. I hope I don't have to go broke. I hope I get to spend the minimum and she's just happy with it. Or even if I do spend a lot, I hope I just have a lot more like in blessings. I be hoping that every parent is on that level. But back to the note to be like, I'm gonna want to take pictures and video record that day. You feel me? Even my birthday coming up, I'm gonna want to take pictures and video record it. I was like debating while this is what really got me. I had some pictures of my grandma, and I was like, I'm not deleting these. But y'all crazy, and it's like you can't receive email. And right then the job had sent me an email. I kind of missed the email and missed a little bit of the opportunity, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm still in line. I haven't been able to get in touch with the job since then, though. I did catch that little free one, that freebie, and it didn't charge me at that moment. So I went ahead and extended it, hit the renew my Google One package for the 2 terabytes of storage that technically I don't need. I only need maybe 1 terabyte. Like I said, I only have like 200 gigs of space actually used up, which is a lot, which means my phone really ain't gonna take, because it's only like 225 gigs. I think that thing's halfway full, but only enough so I can still play video games and maybe download a couple more apps. I actually got a decent amount of storage on my Samsung S25. It's an S25. It's got the extended storage either way, but at the same time, I can't pop a SD card in it to extend it. I wanted to talk about that. Samsung, do better next time, okay? iPhone just dropped the iPhone 17 or 18 or 20 or whatever, 2025 iPhone, whatever. You guys need to answer back with extending the SD card. Extend the SD card. I know y'all not gonna do it, but for one thing, I feel like in America, there should be a black home by black people right now. And probably lose fans saying that, or maybe gain fans. They be like, what is he talking about? I'm saying I'm about to try to invest in making phones myself, like black owned, black brand. I'm gonna call it the Blackberry. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm gonna call it the Blueberry. I'm gonna call it something. But I just feel like we should have our own technology, like our own cell phones. Like I know that's so cliche. They kind of scared us with that movie, The Kingsman, which had Samuel L. Jackson in it, and he was like basically, I guess he was supposed to be Russell Simmons or something in the movie, talking with a lisp and everything. Like he had the little lisp. I think they was making fun of Russell Simmons. I'm not talking shit about Russell Simmons. I'm just saying, I hope Russell Simmons is doing good and well and everything's good with his family. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing I'm getting at is like, in the movie he made cell phones and people's heads started exploding. I don't plan to do any of that. Not saying that maybe God has other plans, but I'm just letting you know my plan is to actually make a decent phone that still has extendable storage up to 1 terabyte when you put the SD card in. Because I feel like once you buy the phone and you buy your SD card, that's you. All your memory should belong to you. Nobody should be able to say, you're not paying your bill, I'm gonna take your memories away. That's like saying, you didn't pay your mortgage, I'm gonna give you amnesia. So now we just giving people dementia and amnesia and shit. Y'all are crazy, bruh. And Tylenol causes cancer. I mean, we kind of knew this, We knew that most of this medication causes some sort of pancreatic cancer, liver cancer, or whatever, whatever. I try my best not to have to take the medication. You know, all I'm doing is telling you to stay alert. Let's talk about what's really going on in life. I remember when like you could get a ride. I remember when it was cool to like, be like, I'm gonna hitchhike to freaking Vegas and not make it safely. Probably not. Probably not black. Movies used to make it seem like you could hitchhike safely until they started making the movies like The Hitchhiker and different stuff where you pick up some random person and they happen to be a mass murderer type shit. Then you're like, you know what? I'll walk to Vegas. I'll just take the walk to Vegas. It's, God made my legs strong. Just get me some water and keep going on type shit. Somebody stop for you. You just be like, what you want? I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. Like, shit, that's how you feel, my boy? You hate me like that? I ain't do shit to your pussy ass. But anyway, I'm done. I got bored. I hope you feel entertained with your life. I did the best I could, taking a walk through the neighborhood. I just got mad, man. The tire went flat, messed up my life. It didn't mess it up completely, but it did something to me. And it's got my insides kind of hurting because I'm like, yo, I feel like somebody pissed in my cereal. What if I went in the house and I came out? And because when I went in, the tire was obviously full. And I got on it before I left the house. And then I come back and all of a sudden, the damn tire's flat. I don't get that. It is what it is. I have to go to a new hustle location because I done burnt out this one. I ain't burnt it out. I only sold the equivalent of 20 CDs in this area. So to me, I'm like, if it's like 2,700 people that live in Taylor's, that means I should be able to. No, 20 is about the max. If we was doing percentages, because we broke down like the 300 million people that rock with R&B music, and the fact that it's only like 0.3% of them that actually buy a CD or some shit like that at each place. So you got to find the people that actually buy a CD or support your music in some way. And this ain't about music. This was just, let's talk about whatever. This was about whatever I wanted to talk about, you know. One day, I'm going to start interacting with the people in my comments. And till then, I'm going to just say, in the comments, if you come in this thing, just say heard, to let me know you heard me. Because, let me know you wasn't just listening to me walk. And I'm going to get started on my video, which is going to obviously have me walking or sitting still somewhere. I'm probably about to call some friends and see what's up with my life. Try to get a girlfriend or something. For real. For real. Folks, stay up, man. I love y'all. This has been my second live, my third live, and my fourth live for this week. I'm trying my hardest to get that partnership or put up enough videos to where YouTube is like, you know what? There's just 300 watch hours, 3,000 watch hours. You got it, my boy. There go your check. Stop going live, okay? Can you please stop going live? Go so hard that they pay me to stop going live. We gonna pay his ass because he crazy. Just pay him. Give him some money. What he want to do, a show? He sing, hey, baby, you should know that you got me wrapped around your fingers. Looking ass. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, I wasn't going to do it on camera. I was just flipping out, And one people that was like, you spit on camera, bro. Look, if I got to spit, I got to spit. What you want me to do, swallow it? Ain't none of that. You swallow it. Shit. I love y'all, though. I love you. I was just watching a dude. I got ready to quote a Bible verse, but then I remember Buddy was like, people just say whatever and then quote Bible verses. Jesus, I love you. Thank you, God. Amen. And I was like, man, he right, though. That's what we do. That's what they do. But I watched one skit where it was like the OG in the hood, and OG in the hood, like, yeah, they robbed you. You supposed to tell them, kill me, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then some homies walk up on the OG, and they tell them who they is, and they tell them, bro, I need the chain, the shoes, all of that shit. OG whole operation changed. He tried to say something, and them niggas said, well, we can oblige that. Chicken, everything caught back in his life. And he like, yeah, wait. That's the old me. That's what I would have said back in the day. I bet you. Yo, man, YouTube is funny, man. You guys should be watching YouTube right now. It's like you can be having the worst day. This is the main thing I love about social media. You can be having the worst day, go on social media, watch something crazy, your whole life just changed. You feel better. Ain't that something good? Ain't God good? God is grand. God is grand. But anyway, y'all, stay up, man. I'm gonna go get me a black and mild and live my life. I feel some type of way, so I gotta make it right, right? Hustle, young man, hustle. I would switch it around. Oh.